Okay.
Cool.
We are
All
back.
right. Let me. So first, I actually really quickly wanted to show you guys. So since the launch of 30-Day Breakaways coming out, I wanted to like give a real quick preview of what maybe you can do in your coach office. If you don't know where to find all these things, like I post a lot of stuff on my stories and I find it all here. Grow my business, product tools,
Yeah, I'm
global
going in a
media.
minute.
You scroll down, normally the newest launches are at the top, 30-Day Breakaway Toolkit. So here's where you're going to find the training guide, your challenge group guide that has all the posts for challenge groups. This talks about the 5K event. I haven't really read much about that yet, but all the before and after pictures, the packs, and then the videos. And if you click over here, there's more videos. You could copy and save them. And this is where you could share the sample workouts and all that good stuff. So I invite you to check that out later for your people. Present. Okay, so I came across this really good, I'm trying to do personal development every day during the week in October. So I came across a really good personal development that talks about working your business on Instagram and 6 tips for doing so. So the first thing that she said was that we don't sell a product on Instagram, you connect. So making connections, not selling, but making connections. And how do you make those connections? So this is obviously not required, but if your account is public, it's going to be easier for people to just click on you and be able to look at your content. Hashtags, engaging with people that you want to have follow you, and having content for people to look at. So your bio is your billboard. If you go to your Instagram and look at your bio, chances are a lot of you probably say something along the lines of a fitness coach or a mom or whatever. But the one interesting thing that she said in this personal development is it should not just say what you do, but also how. So she gave the example, she says a lot of people that say, oh, helping people with their fitness journey, but how? How are you helping people with their fitness journey? Because as you probably know, there's a lot of fitness people out there, not just Beachbody, but all different programs, all different things going on. So say how you are doing this in your bio. Another interesting thing that she said was 28 to 30 hashtags per post. So you're not going to so much build new followers from your story. Story is for people that you've kind of already connected with to get a deeper connection with you, to attract new followers and new people as potential customers or clients. They're going to find you through hashtags. So I put an example up of hashtags for me that I use. So I'm a mom. I had a couple preemies. I'm from Chicago, fitness. So if you take a look under mom, girl mom, mom of 3, mom life is the best life, whatever, Chicago mom, preemie power, life after preemie, 25 weeker, fitness, you could go on and on and on. But, and I give the example all the time, Hannah and I are in different times in our lives. So Hannah's are probably not going to be mom. Hers are going to be, maybe teaching or newlywed when she was getting married, wedding stuff, COVID, bride, whatever. But you want to do 28 to 30 hashtags per post. They could either be in the post, or I know I sometimes put them in the comments. Questions so far? Before I move on and let Hannah take over, I want to go back and touch really quick. We talked about how do you make new connections. I remember this was really hard for me, and one day it just clicked and has worked for me ever since. Engaging with those hashtags. So you're not only going to post these hashtags in your post, but if you're trying to gain new followers, you want to carve out maybe 20 or 30 minutes of time a day where you're going to go to those hashtags and try to find new people to engage with. So if there's another girl mom on there, hashtag girl mom, and start looking at their content and engaging with them. Engaging means that you're not only going to like their post, but, like we want to kind of like step away from those like on the surface engagements of like an emoji or just like, a bicep in their comments of their picture. Like we want to get a little bit deeper. I say anytime you like ask a question or whatever, but any questions? Those are the first couple tips. So hashtags per post and building up your bio, selling, no, connecting, yes. All right, then I'm going to pass it on to Hannah, right? You're next. All right.
One of the things that Shailene touched on was the importance of stopping somebody's scroll. And so her main point was to make your content look different. And with that, I think a lot of times we post some of the same things, which consistency is good. But I noticed even myself, like I was going back and reflecting on my pictures and I stand the same way, or I do the same thing and it looks the same every time. And she explained that as looking like white, or it turns into white noise. So even your people, like your people who always like your pictures, always like your videos, whatever you post, even those people, when it becomes this or turns into this white noise, they forget to give your picture the tap. They forget to like your picture because it just looks like the same thing. And so when they forget to like your picture, that's when your numbers start to decrease and less people are seeing the content on your feed. So she just talked about kind of the importance of stopping the scroll, making sure that you're posting unique things. It's important that they might be the same topic because people want to come to you for a particular reason, but using different unique pictures rather than keeping them all the same. And I think that it's really easy to kind of fall into the trap of things looking the same because we get so caught up on like what our actual page looks like when somebody goes to our profile. Like I know for me, I'm like, oh, I want this to have the same colors. I want this to look the same, but really that turns into white noise for our followers. So just being conscious of that and making sure that what you are posting is stopping the scroll for your followers. So that's what that one touched on. And then Natalie, can you click to the next one, please? And then the other one talked about leaving people curious. So first, Shailene kind of modeled it for us. So first you kind of lead with a story. So she talked about how she had this pair of earrings on and she was like, I wish I could tell you about the person who made these earrings and the thing that she's overcome. And she kind of went into it, but didn't give too many details. And then after she started this story, she then started to describe about the earrings. So she's like, these earrings are so lightweight. They come in so many cute designs. So this is where we could lead with a story, start with our own story or a story that we've heard about somebody, then begin to describe what it exactly is, but not giving all the details. And then if you look over here, I said, don't spill the beans. You don't tell the website's name or you don't say like, hey, click here for this. Let them be curious. You don't tell them exactly where to go to get this. People leave them wanting more. So when you leave them hanging, your followers have questions, right? And so when they have those questions, they're either going to one, message you, or two, leave their question in the comment. And so then when they're asking questions and actively reaching out to you, that's when you can create that dialogue. And so just by leaving them hanging a little bit, not giving them all the details, you provide the opportunity for them to comment and initiate a conversation, and then you continue and follow through with that conversation. And so she talked a lot about monologue versus dialogue. And the thing that I loved most about this is she said like this conversation should happen just like you are with a friend at a coffee shop. So it should flow that way. It should go as if it was just a simple friend. And I think sometimes when we get so caught up in what we're doing and we're really passionate about it, that we forget sometimes to actually stop, sit back, listen to what the people need, and then give information off of there. I know for myself, personally, it's so easy to just spit the information out at them and then not give them something to give back. So making sure that that's a reciprocal conversation and it's a dialogue versus a monologue. And then I think that's all I had. So Emily.
Okay, so my first one is to find your niche and know who you're posting for, what kind of content you want to be posting. So you want to become known for posting a certain type of content, and too many topics are going to water down your message. When people come to your Instagram, when they click on your profile, this is what's going to pop up. And my bio isn't obviously shown here. So it would be even less. It's going to be 9 squares. They're going to see 9 squares of you. So what are those 9 squares going to tell them? And you want that message to be really clear. So in my 9 squares, I want to show you that I'm into fitness. I want to show you that I have some kind of transformation I'm sharing. I want you to see that I'm a military wife and an active boy mom. Those are my areas that I want to be super clear. And I could probably hone in even more on one specific thing. But this is a work in progress, you guys. So I'm also a work in progress, just like you. But those are kind of like, those are my areas. So I want to find military spouses who are active moms that want to do this fitness thing with me. So when you look at my Instagram profile here, I feel like that's what you get an idea of. So go to yours and see like, what's your niche? Morgan, you have a huge niche with twin moms. So when we look at your 9 squares, I want to see your twins. I want to see you working out. I want to see all those things. And that's something that you can be passionate about because you know just how crazy that twin life, mom life is and all that. And you can reach that type of mom that obviously I can't even, just as a mom of multiple children. Yours is so different. So like that's how specific you can get, is you can target those exact twin moms. I think Sam has this awesome like RV camping trailer lifestyle that she can hone in on. And obviously all of you other military spouses, Hannah is a young teacher and a newlywed. So just find your niche. And like Natalie said, she's a preemie mom. She has 2 preemies. So that's a huge niche for her because she can connect with, different levels of preemie moms. So anyway, don't be afraid to keep posting about those same things. I know sometimes it can feel like, oh my gosh, I just posted a workout picture or I just talked about being a military spouse, but that's what I want to be known for. So if I want to be known for it, I have to post about it often. If you go to somebody like Christina Delgado, who is, we all know she's the leader of our team, she posts workout photos very often, you guys, very, very often. And I think sometimes I get hesitant to like, oh, is that too many? No, that's what we're doing here. We want to show people what we're doing. So don't be afraid to show people. Like if you're not showing them that and they come to your page or they have seen your stories about talking about, these workout programs, but you're not showing that in your feed, then you're missing the mark. So what you're doing in your stories needs to be apparent in your feed. When people come to your top 9, they need to know that you're posting a certain type of content and this is what they're going to get when they come to you. So try to keep the random, if you're using this Instagram to build your business, try to keep those random posts elsewhere. Maybe keep that for Facebook or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's that. Find your niche and think about being, what do I want to be known for? If my Instagram is my storefront, what am I putting out there? That's that one. I don't know. You have to do that, Natalie. Okay, yeah. And then this is a great one, you guys. Create a dialogue. So how do you create dialogue with your following? By asking a question on every single post. And I still forget to do this all the time, you guys. But what you want to do is create engagement on your posts. And how do you do that? You ask someone a question, even if it's just do you agree with me or no at the end of your post? I mean, obviously if that fits, but that's as simple as it can be and how you can make it show up on every single post. So in this picture on the left, I was simply asking, can we just go back to summer? Who's with me? That was a simple question post. The middle post, I talked about my husband and I and our love story. And at the end, I said, tell me your love story. I want to hear. And then in the third one, I was talking about my kids and how they're military kids. And I think I was asking other military spouses what their tips and tricks are for helping their kids through deployment, things like that. It's as simple as that. So you can have a whole story about like the middle one, the whole story is about my love story with my husband. But then the bottom part, I took the time to say, now tell me about yours. And I kid you not, you guys, those are the posts that get the most engagement on my social media, because people love to like tell you their story or share their opinion. And so if you are asking them a specific question, it's so much easier to get a response out of people. And then obviously your posts that have received engagement on Instagram do better on Instagram and better in the algorithm. But not only that, you're just creating that dialogue with people, building a relationship. And that's ultimately what we want our Instagram to do. Like Natalie said, create connections. And that's how you connect with people. So what better way to tell your love story and then hear back and you get to respond and say to them, oh my gosh, I love your love story. Like, that's so sweet. And boom, connection. And maybe it's a similar way that you know, of your story. And so you can connect it deeper than that. And you can message them you know, outside of your post and say like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for sharing your story. I loved hearing that. I love hearing, you know, about different military marriages and blah, 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 and whatever. That it just spirals from there. So I think along with creating dialogue, another thing I want to remind you guys is if someone comments on your Instagram, comment back. So don't be out commented. That's my key for you. So if someone says, you look so beautiful, I love your new haircut, comment back, thank you so much, I'm loving my new style, or something like that. And create that continues to create a dialogue. So think about that. When someone leaves you a comment, respond, whatever it may be. And also that creates more engagement and your posts do better in the algorithm, but also you are just, you're just having a conversation, you're developing that relationship, and that's how you do it. So that's it. That's our quick 6 tips for tonight. And hopefully that was helpful.
So we want to give you guys an opportunity to take a chance right now. I don't know if you're on your computer or on your phone, but go to your Instagram page. And I'm just going to kind of, I took the screen share off, but I'm going to go through and kind of talk about what we talked about already. So just looking at first your bio.
Should I stop recording, or do you want me
Yeah, you could stop recording and then, yeah.